So, the question I get more than any other question is people reaching out for a TailWheel endorsement. So I have a J-3 Cub that I run through my flight school, and most people ask, well, how long does it take to get my TailWheel endorsement? And it's a super loaded question. I've had students that it took 3 hours, I've had students that it took 25 hours. So it just really depends, but I think the best way to show you is to take one of my students who's never flown TailWheel and walk him through the process of getting his TailWheel endorsement. So that's what we're gonna do today.
Traffic, Cub 3, 375, departure runway 23, left close traffic, I'm in.
Is this one of those things I'll be able to feel it once I need to go from back pressure to forward pressure?
Oh yeah.
My nose, to take the tail off?
Yeah. Alright, so we peek out, make sure your ailerons are neutral. That's the elevator, the ailerons, there you go. Stick all the way back still.
Alright, stick all the way back.
There you go.
Neutral.
You look like you're lined up. Alright, so you're going to walk in full power. All the way up. There you go. Start applying forward stick. More forward stick.
Oh.
A little lighter on the rudders.
Oh.
Alright, there you go. There's center line. Now you can feel it start to dance like that. Go ahead and pull it off the ground.
A little less. That rudder was crazy. Okay. Now I get it.
Super effective.
Okay.
Yep.
But then I tried to compensate and he came all the way back.
Yep. Alright,
That
so
makes
perfect.
sense.
Climbing out at 55 now. So yeah, you can see the rudder's super effective.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it doesn't take big inputs. So normally when I'm instructing, what I do is I kind of keep my feet just slightly back off the rudders, and I let you get a good amount of play, but not like
Not
full
too much.
deflection. Yep.
I can definitely see why people ground looper now.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't take much. You start doing a warm.
Yep.
Everything is so strange. The rudders, the throttle being on my left hand.
Oh yeah.
The stick in the middle of my legs.
Yeah. Yeah, totally different feel. It's like, I always try and tell people it's like learning to fly again for the first time.
I can see that. I can see why people say it's a different type of flying.
Yeah, when they ask me about like how long it takes, I usually try and, I say, how long did it take you to solo? Because that's, roughly a good estimate as to how long it's going to take you to learn how to solo in a tailwheel.
Yeah.
Hema traffic, Cub 3, 375, left base to final, runway 23, Hema.
Trying to see what my glide is on this thing.
Yep. There you go. Just give it a touch of power right there. Speed looks perfect. Now fly it all the way to the ground first. Nice and light on the rudders. Alright, pull that power to idle. Now you're going to control it onto the ground. Nice and light. Wait for it. Wait for it. There it is. Now a little bit of forward pressure. Now just keep her tracking straight.
Okay.
Keep her tracking straight.
Yeah, this rudder is crazy how effective it is.
Yeah. Keep her tracking straight. You feel that? You feel that like,
Yeah,
whoa, this, that?
Yep.
Then now see how the tail's set down?
So how can I fight that?
So you just have to anticipate it. So if it starts getting a little bit,
Press sooner?
yeah. So now we'll just add power and do a little touch and go here. There we go.
I'll probably look like a grandma on this video. I'm picking over your shoulder stiff.
Yeah, it's all gonna
Stiff as hell. Let me sit back and relax a little bit. I was nervous. Not gonna lie. Especially with the rudder.
Oh yeah.
I don't like the whole zigzagging. Doesn't feel good.
Yep.
Alright, let's try to pull the true power off now.
I like it. On the last one, you had a real good control down towards the ground, just nice and light. You can see how light you have to set it down on those mains, and then just hold a little bit of forward pressure.
Yeah. And in my mind, I'm not even gonna set straight until I actually get close to short final.
Exactly. Then you're looking through my head. Don't be peeking out the sides. Look through my head and feel it track. Because if you look one way, you'll tend to, like it's like leading a horse.
Leaning
you know?
on the way.
Yeah.
Yep.
So look through me and just use your peripherals.
All right. Okay. Just give me a couple more seconds and I'll start straightening up. Okay.
There you go. Looks good.
I'm
yeah,
good
keep that
here.
nose down. Fly it all the way to the ground first. I'm going to duck the best I can.
All right.
There you go. Now control down towards the ground. Nice and light. There you go. Control it on. A little bit of forward pressure. Perfect. Now keep it tracking straight with those rudders.
Yep.
Just tracking straight.
Rudder. Left.
A little right. Don't overdo it. See how you're drifting? It's okay.
I don't like that.
It's all good.
I don't
All right.
like that.
So now you're going to go ahead. You're going to
Okay.
walk power in.
Can I do something? Can we tax it back and do a full stop?
Yeah.
And then I actually take the whole rudder?
Yeah.
Can we go to the next one, actually? Is that cool?
Yeah.
I don't think there's anybody behind. I actually want to feel this rudder.
Okay.
Because this is bothering me.
Yeah.
So hold on. Are you on the rudder at all?
I'm just blocking it so you
Okay.
can't go full.
Go too far?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to see it. Like, it feels like I try to compensate and he goes too much.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's learning. So the rudder is extremely effective on a tailwheel airplane, as opposed to like it's less effective on a Cessna.
All right, so then my challenge is to go as straight as possible, and then once I get on the runway, try to keep it as straight as possible.
Yep.
I'll be honest, this is harder than I thought. And not only that, I'm surprised. I didn't think the rudder would be one of the things that I struggle with, but the rudder is the flight itself, it's okay, but
Oh, yeah.
and the landing was okay, but once I hit the ground with that rudder is what's getting me.
Oh, yeah.
We're clear here and
Looks
clear.
good.
Back pressure all the way.
There you go. So once you get lined up on that center line, I want you to look straight through my head. It sounds weird, but you're going to feel it, okay?
Yeah.
There you go.
Alright.
All right, start walking in that throttle. All the way full. All right, forward pressure. Let's bring that tail up so you can see the edge of the runway. A little bit more pressure, more pressure, more pressure. There it is, right there. Hold it right there. Just keep her tracking straight.
Hamid air traffic, Skyhawk 529.
Oh yeah, I got the rudder now.
There you go. Now it's ready to fly. Feel it dancing.
Yeah.
Let's
Pull
take it
a
off the
little
ground.
bit. Okay.
Nice.
I got it now.
Climbing out at 55. Nice job. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, you were way more controlled on the rudders there. Great job.
That makes more sense now.
Yep.
That was crazy. The first two ones, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, wait a second. So for a student to be endorsed and ready to solo, what do you look at? Obviously, get your rudders together. That's priority.
Yeah, the big thing is, I'm looking for them to be able to demonstrate both the wheel landing and the three-point landing, and they need to be able to do at least 3 of each. I mean, that's like a minimum without me touching anything.
3 solid ones.
Yeah,
Okay.
and most of the time I'll go out in that last flight, the last 2 flights are pretty much them doing it 100%, and we're trying to just get them, I'm trying to see situations where it gets away from them.
Tendencies.
Yeah, and I can, depending on the airplane, I've had people, where they do 8 good in a row, and then all of a sudden that 9th one gets away from them.
Sucks, yeah,
So it's
yeah.
really trying to not only teach them the technique and get them confident in it, but get them exposed to when they make a mistake. You get a crosswind, you add something in wrong, you land crossed up, and it's something that you haven't done in a while, and you're not making the right input. So we're trying to eliminate all those, mistakes and trying to have as many encounters with those as possible, so that it's not
traffic Cherokee 9.
so they're not seeing it for the first time by themselves.
Right.
There you go. This looks good. Speed looks good.
That's what I'm noticing. Not really the glide, it's just I'm slow.
Yeah.
Right base.
Let's fly this thing all the way to the
There you
ground.
go. Get a touch slow. You feel that sync rate?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
feel it hit and you can't correct it?
Yeah.
Yep. So there's a situation where... Alright, you got the flight controls.
I got the controls.
Okay, so basically what happens is, if we're not planed out and the tail starts to sink a little bit, and we have that descent rate that's a little bit, more than we need, what happens is as you hit, your mains touch first. Now the tail's going to drop, and it's going to cause an
Launch you
increase in
back
the
up.
angle of attack, yes, and you're going to start climbing again. So that's where that speed's important. If you're committing to the wheel landing, you need a little bit more speed to be able to come in so that we can control it on the mains.
Well, I'm going to take a different approach, if that's cool.
Yeah?
I'm going to come a little higher or turn a little, because I'm trying to
Yes.
judge. I did the first 3 times I went way out there, so I'm
yeah.
getting closer and closer, but this time I'm going to be a little more aggressive. And even if I'm high, we got plenty of runway.
Perfect. That's exactly what I want to see.
Hamid traffic, Cub 375, base to final runway 23, Hamid.
So yeah, now you take it all the way to the ground first, then control those mains on, hold that forward pressure. There you go. Shallow it. Perfect. Nice and controlled. There it is. Now forward stick. A little bit more. All right, now on those rudders. Don't let it get away from you.
Yeah.
Don't let it get away from you. Now as it starts to
Still
settle
got it,
in,
Still got it.
now transition the stick to back. All the way back in your stomach.
Okay, all
There
the way
you
back.
go. Yep, just like that.
Okay, let me fight this rudder a little bit more.
Yep. No worries. We're going to do a full stop because I want to do another takeoff and stuff,
Good.
you know, with a little ample runway.
All right, stick back.
Yep.
Hemet traffic, Cub 38375, departed runway 23, left close traffic, Hemet.
Gradually.
There you go.
Stick forward
Stick
simultaneously.
Yep. More pressure forward. There it is, right there. Now try and hold it right there.
Alright.
There you go. Good
Get
job.
the rudder. There you go.
There it is.
Okay, I found the rudder. I like this.
All right. She's ready to fly.
She's ready. Pull it back.
Yep.
Cool.
Nicely done.
Getting better, getting better. Okay, I'm gonna play with this rudder just for a second. I just want to see something.
No worries.
Topic Cherokee 06 November, turning left base number 2.
Okay.
It's effective, man.
It is. It's still getting to me. That's crazy how effective that is.
Oh, yeah.
What would you say students struggle the most with?
Everyone's been different. You know, some people, you know, the ground rush gets them. Some people, they just can't quite grasp the rudders. They can't quite feel it when, you know, they need to raise the tail or stuff like that. It's, you know, everyone kind of goes through the same thing. One thing usually holds them up, and then we get past it.
A hump to get over, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's mentally more taxing on them because they feel like, I already know how to fly. I can fly, you know, they've flown a bunch of different airplanes, and then they jump into this thing, and it's like a whole big thing, and
Yeah,
it's
like-
discouraging, and everyone has like the thing that kind of catches them. All right, so for this last one, I want you to see a three-point landing at least once.
Okay.
So we're going to come in, same thing. I want you coming in at 55 to 60, right over the numbers. But then what you're going to do is you're going to treat it like a Cessna. I want you to kind of hold it over the center line,
And
keep
fire it.
flaring, and just imagine you want that stick all the way back in your stomach
By the
before you
time I
touch
touch
down.
down.
Exactly.
Really?
Don't be in a rush to touch down because if you touch those mains first, what's going to happen is you're going to get that bouncy kind of thing.
Right.
So just imagine that stick has to be back in your stomach before you land.
Okay. Okay.
There you go.
Little higher,
All
but
the way
I'm
down to the
still
ground.
fine.
Get her down. All right, now hold it off right there. Stick back right there. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it.
Oh,
That's it. Nothing to it, right?
that was a lot easier.
Oh yeah, a ton easier.
Okay.
That's why people teach that first, because it's
Yeah,
like, oh,
I
it's
see
easy.
it
Get
now.
Hemet traffic, Cub 375, clear 23, Hemet.
All right, let's go park this thing.
All right.
All right, so what'd you think? First hour.
That was a lot harder than I thought, to be honest.
What were you not expecting, or what was something that was kind of unexpected in the flight? First hour in the J3 Cub. What do you
I
think?
would say, well, first of all, I never had anything. Well, I'm only used to, you know, Cessna 172, so the throttle's on my right hand. The rudders were incredibly different, so I was zigzagging all the way around because, yeah, that was a challenge for sure. Throttle on the left, it's an adjustment. Never had a stick in the middle of my legs either, so the whole thing was weird. I see why people love this though. I definitely see it.
Yeah, it's honestly one of the most fun planes to fly.
It was awesome.
Nice.
But yeah, it's an adjustment. It's definitely an adjustment,
Nice.
especially with the rudders.
All right, coming into it, how many hours did you think it would take you to solo it?
I thought I was cocky. I thought it wouldn't take me long. I thought I would get it with like 5 hours. I bet it would be like 10.
All right, I think it's going to be less, but let's see.
We'll see.
All right.
That was awesome though.
Nice. Good job, dude.
That was awesome.
Yo, yo, yo,